Alright, greetings all. Last time, when I was playing this, we made it to chapter 4. So, I figured that what we want to do now, I think we'll go off and show off the Crusader robes. This is one of the tank characters. Just to hover over him again. There's actually a couple tank characters in this game, and these ones are specifically armored. So here's one, the tank robe. He has a greater shield protection. They're armored, they're heavy, they're extra blunted blade. It's also this other one down here, the Crusader robe, which is basically, he's got a holy shield. But more or less he's the same thing as the other one. So we'll use this guy for the next little bit. And here's chapter 4.
Saving the village of Dunderhead earned the lizards a carriage ride to Havindr, where the good king awaited them at the end of their journey. And just as they reached the city gates, the first snowflake fell.
So yes, we arrive here to start chapter 4 off our carriage from last time. The horsey goes away. So right now I've got the Skyward Spear and the Staff of Light. I'll note that with this guy, even though he's like his weapons are very specific, like he's got like this sword and shield, without them he's still armored. So he moves, I guess, a little bit slower, but more or less he takes, you know, less damage. I should probably elaborate what I meant, you know, there on saying like he takes less damage. What happens is that when your character gets hit in physical combat with like physical weapons, he takes less damage. If he gets hit with like lightning or fire, then he takes more damage usually. I forget, but I think there's some secrets around and locked doors. Let's try and remember where the secrets are. There's a bunch of, like, you know, secrets in this, like, city. So there's Mjolnir for one. A hammer infused with the power of thunder. Slow lightning strikes target on hit. So yeah, it's like, you know, the thunder hammer. The thunder god hammer. Maybe we'll use that. I think there's also a couple others, like, Gungnir and Sleipnir and stuff like that too. Alright, well, let's go in. We'll just take a little nap before going to see the king. Because, you know, that's what we do. We had a nice long journey. And we're woken up by a fireball in our bedroom. Alright, so yeah, we were sleeping on a bed. The world needs a saving. I'll note that up here, by the way, there's a staff in here. The shield staff. It lets you cast shield on yourself, and it also increases the rate which the shields are boosted, but it's really, as many people say, not, you know, really worth using. We'll take our Staff of Life and let's be on our way, leaving that alone. So yes, something's up. The town is under attack. Civilians are running away. Alright, so oops, ain't the wrong. Whoa! I killed my buddy there. Whoops. I should probably use my hammer. So yeah, there's the Mjolnir hammer in action. It's slow, it's heavy, but when it hits hard. And also I take less damage when those guys hit me melee. So that's lovely. Annoying little fairy. Lock, lock, lock. I just want to emphasize that. They're all locked. Here's an orc. They shake themselves off if they get wet. Yeah, I'm a very bad shot, obviously. Note that you have to be really close for this to sometimes hit. Yeah, it is better to hit them at range than try and screw around in melee with bombs. So yes, he's going to guard the Eastern Gate while we head toward the King. He's of course interested in the blood because, well, I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious he's a vampire. Most of these guys, they like to burn quite a bit if you light them on fire. He also likes to gnaw on you if he's close. So try not to let him do that. Now I'm just trying to remember. I think there's a secret up here. So this is where we're going to head. And if we pick this up, we can find a warhammer. I'm not sure that's the only thing up here though. I think there's something else besides the locked door here. Or maybe it is just the hammer perhaps. Can't exactly remember where all the specific weapons are. There's a bunch of them that you can find. Oh well. That's the secret area in any case, I think. It's open! No, wait, never mind. And here we have like a, you know, an ambush from all sides. I just want to point out that that guy's name, it should be very familiar to, you know, someone else who says it's a trap. You're gnawing on me. That's kind of annoying. This would be great if I had a little bit more range on it. Trying to use the hammer is just... Ow! That actually killed me. Well, not fooling around. I don't want to die again. I guess we get to show off my shield. So here's the holy shield. It's decreased spell efficiency, so I have, you know, less ability to use my spells, but I have Shield Bash as a compromise, which is very nice. Alright, let's backtrack a little bit. Just fire off a little bit at them. And let's just get you. That's fun to watch. Alright, let's Shield Bash this guy. So yeah, you do like a sort of charging bash if you're shield. And now you can use your shield to eviscerate him a little bit. Usually melee weapons, you know, they aren't that great, but whatever. And then the disciple comes. This guy's a spellcaster, obviously, and he's quite a dangerous one. Let's knock them over. I actually cast the wrong spell there. Just gonna start lighting these guys on fire a little bit. Including him. Notice that he's trying to heal his friends. That's why he's casting the life force there quite a bit. But it didn't do him too much good because I killed him anyways. I think when I take off his staff, that's the Staff of War. This is actually a really nice staff because it doubles the wielder's maximum hit points. So I actually have more hit points. And it also gives a physical resistance aura, so I take less damage. So I got armor, I've got a Staff of War, and I'm taking much less, you know, resisted damage. And I'll note that my HP goes down as soon as I equip this weapon. Now I just want to make sure. I think there is a possibility of a weapon perhaps being here. I remember being on the side somewhere in a market. You can use your flamethrower to light things up a little bit if you need help. We already knew it was locked, right? Well, Staff of Life, it's been a good run, but we're just going to continue on now. So down the street we go. And the ferry comes back, and we've got burning debris all over the place. And yeah, it's locked. Alright, so we know the obvious way of dealing with this, and that looks like a weapon I can pick up over there. Another reference to be found here. And now we're going to fight these guys, they're kind of fun. I actually want to get into them in such a way I can push them into the grinders like this. It kills them really quickly. And by the way, they can kick you. But yeah, an easy way to kill these guys is push them into the grinders. I could do it the other way, but this is a fun way of doing it. Oops. There we go. What sword is this? The Blade of Chill. Alright, so this is a medium physical and cold, so this creates a cold blast in front of the wielder.
Hey, listener. It's true that I've been looking.
And I should be able to open or look at this door, but whatever. I should probably stop looking at doors. I'm sure you understand the purpose of me showing it off by now. There's lots of doors and they're all locked. Alright, in here. We come down the street and we see this blocked. Alternatively, if you have teleport, you can just teleport over. But we'll walk through, because I don't have teleport yet on this character in this playthrough. I do believe there's a spell in here, right over there, to be precise. As needed, you can just pull out the fires. And here's an orc warrior. These guys are armored, as opposed to their brethren. And you have to go through the shield and armor. There's my sword in action. It's fairly effective. There's conflagrations. This is a really fun skill, by the way. Maybe I'll use it a little bit for the goblin, or this guy perhaps. So let's do this, and here's conflagration. Oops, I missed. He started gnawing on me. But basically, it lights a sort of fire wave that lights everyone on fire. That's how it works. It's very effective if you want to like light goblins and stuff like that on fire, because they're light armored units, and you know, with bombers they also explode. It's also used to deadly effect against you sometimes as well, so there's something to throw out there. Yep, he'll just wait there, because you know, that's what a good soldier will do, right? Follow orders. And civilians are running and doors are locked. Locked, locked, locked. I don't know why the doors are locked, they just are. So let's try this here. This is a good example where you can use conflagration to great effect. Like that. It just instantly kills them regardless of what's in the way. And it lights them on fire really quickly to kill them too. A bunch of these guys come down. That was fun. Stab, stab, stab. Well, one of them survived. That's a victory, right? Activate the checkpoint here. Now, this is a nice little battle where we basically get to blow up the door to get to the king. Note that it says nice long fuse. See how long that fuse is? I'll note that there's a very easy way of speeding this up, by the way, if you wanted to, you know, get this done as quickly as possible. Just do this. Right, I'm wet there. But anyhow, that's just the easy way of getting in, right? Another good reference, of course, especially the machine next to it. Oh, lots of things can stop the machine. Watch me. Now, I haven't used it yet, but this is actually a very, very good area to consider using grease. So grease is, of course, that spell I picked up from long ago. Water, rock, life. So, water, rock, life. Water, rock. Oops, I'm doing that wrong. Water. There, I was pressing fire there for quite a few times. Let's just spray a little bit of grease here. Now watch them just, burn up a little bit here. Grease is, of course, very burnable. And, compacted with fire, it just burns them to completely gone. There we go, we killed the machine real quick. So, now he's going to try and duel with us ourselves. Well, I sort of did that wrong, but we can light him on fire a little bit. So you note that these guys like to heal themselves quite a bit. Best way of just dealing with this is just to kill them as fast as possible with your powerful spells. I'm missing quite a bit, which is kind of bad here. Let's see here. Let's go with QF, QF, A, SS, and we'll just do this quickly. When you want to kill him fast, just beam him to death. And then they both die. And he does a Emperor pose. And the King does a Darth Vader pose. Well, I didn't manage to show you everything. Because there's lots of weapons to be found in this chapter. But, for the most part, I showed you off quite a few of them. I'm quite happy about that, at least. And I'll just cut the recording here.